Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to cut this quick video, give you some value here, hopefully, and just give you some tips, if not hope, if you are building a network marketing business. Obviously, if you are on this channel, if you found this video, you're probably embarking on a career in network marketing, or perhaps you're just doing a side hustle, maybe working a network marketing business part-time. Either case, I think this is going to help a lot because I've been in this industry now for quite a while. Um, over 20 years. I've been in sales and marketing in one form or another. And, as I watch people in this industry, as I've mentored and trained and sponsored a lot of people over the years, it's pretty clear that there's some common characteristics or some common traits of people who struggle, okay, or never find the success that they're hoping for or they're looking for in this industry. And I think brand new people, when they come on board, one of the things that stops them from achieving the potential, achieving what they want out of this industry, is they just get started with the wrong expectation. Okay, they think they can come in with no experience, no training, nothing, and because they get excited in their first presentation, they think that they're going to be making $1 million um, in 30 days, right? Or $100,000 by next week, right? They just have these crazy expectations. And when you take a step back and look at it, those crazy expectations, it's just not logical, right? If you're getting started in this industry, you've never done anything like this before, you need to understand that there is going to be a learning curve, right? And this is not a get rich quick. This is not one of those things. It's a real business, okay, where you have to put in work, you have to put in time. And the reality is, it's going to take 3 to 5 years, okay? 3 to 5 years for you to achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve, whether that be make a six-figure income, whether that be make a seven-figure a year income, whether it be, make enough income to retire from work so that you can stay at home with your kids. Maybe it's to make enough income so that you can sock away some money for your kids' education or maybe buy your dream home, whatever the case might be. Understand that it's not going to happen overnight. Okay. Typically, it's going to take 3 to 5 years of consistent effort and energy. And the cool thing about it is, um, you're going to be working for 3 to 5 years anyway, right? I mean, the next 3 to 5 years are going to pass anyway. You might as well invest your time and energy into a business or a vehicle whereby you have the opportunity to, you know, make the income that you want to make, right? So I always tell people this is not a get rich quick, it's a get rich slow, which is better than a get rich never, right? That's something that I heard a long time ago, and it just right, it just made sense, right? It's not a get rich quick, it's a get rich slow, which is better than a get rich never. So, if you have the right expectations and you come in accepting the fact that it's going to take 3 to 5 years, then the challenges that you might stumble upon in your first month, in your first 6 months, in your first year, you're going to be okay with. Because the reality is, your first 12 months as an entrepreneur, you're just trying to figure things out. I mean, you're stumbling forward, you're failing forward, nothing's probably going right, but you're learning, right? You're learning what to do, you're learning what not to do, you're learning what to say, you're learning what not to say. And that first 12 months, guys, is going to look exactly like this picture right here. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. Okay. 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down. One day you're up, the next day you're down, right? You're fired up and you're excited because you go to a meeting or you maybe have a conversation with your sponsor or your mentor, or maybe you go to a big event and you're pumped, right? Then you come back and real life hits you, right? You go to work, your boss is talking to you, family members are saying, why are you doing this thing? And very next day, you were pumped. Now, very next day, you're asking yourself, what have I done? Right? Then you plug back into a conference call, right? You plug back into a team event and you're jacked again. You're excited. I'm feeling inspired. And then what happens is you have a conversation with someone that you invite them out to a Zoom meeting or a presentation or whatever the case might be. and they stand you up. They don't show up, right? They don't plug into the Zoom meeting, and now you're saying, "Well, f my life," right? Right? And you're down and you're discouraged, and then you make a couple of more phone calls the next day, right? And then you talk to somebody that you know. He says, "Yes, I'm in. I like it. I'm interested in making money from home. I'm fired up. I'm signing up." Right? Now you're on top of the world. But guess what? The very next day, he joins the witness protected protection program. You can't find him, right? I mean, isn't that how it is? Isn't that how your business is, right? Um, then what happens is you say, you know what, forget it. I'm going to be moving on, right? My sponsor said that this is going to happen. I'm going to go out and I'm going to continue to build anyway. And you just keep pressing forward, right? It says here, you're going to be okay, right? This right here, this emotional roller coaster, this is going to be basically your first month, first 6 months, right? First 12 months, even it could be, of your business. And all you got to do is accept the fact that it's going to be up, it's going to be down, it's going to be a roller coaster. But what you got to do is you got to just stay on the roller coaster, right? You got to put that bar down. If you ever been to Great Adventure or some type of amusement park, if you ever rode a roller coaster, you have that bar, right? And they bring that bar down to hold you in place. And whether that roller coaster goes up, whether it goes down, whether it spins and you're upside down, you stay in the roller coaster because that thing is holding you in place. And that's what you got to do in this business. You got to just pull that bar down and just say, you know what, it's going to be up and down, but I'm going to stay in it. I'm going to be here 12 months from now. See, the fact of the matter is, if you're in your business 12 months later, you've basically put all the chips in your favor of succeeding, because most people won't last 12 months. And if you can just put yourself in a position where you're going to be in your business 12 months from now, you've significantly stacked the deck in your favor, and now things are going to start to go your way. That's just the way it is, guys. That's the way it is. When I first got involved with this industry, got involved with a company straight out of college. In that company, I think I was there for like seven and a half years, 8 years. Wow, it's been a while since I thought about it. But in that time span, okay, we made some great income. We made a cumulatively, not in 1 year, but cumulatively, we've made $1 million. Okay. Um, the craziest part of that story, and sometimes, something that I don't really talk about all the time because it just doesn't sound so cool, because it sounds great to say, hey, I made $1 million in my first company cumulatively, right, in my commissions. One thing I leave out is I say the first 12 months, though, I made $3,000. Not for the month, not for a month, for the whole year. My first 12 months, I made $3,000 um, in my business, right? Now, most people, if they do something and they make $3,000 for the year, they say, "Man, this is not going to work. This is just not. This is just it's not happening," right? And they decide to move on. But what happened was, the very next year, right? We went on to make 17, right? 17 to 18,000, right? Still not lighting the world on fire, right? But I was learning. I was stumbling forward. I was learning how to be in business. I was learning how to deal with people. I was learning how to, you know, manage people, work. I was going through a learning curve, right? Most people would have quit at that point because they say, man, $17,000 for the year, man, this just ain't this just ain't worth it, right? My third year, we went over 50. We went over 50. I think it was like 60,000 actually. Went over 60,000. And then my fourth year, we went over a six-figure income, 100 and I think it was like 103,000 for the year. And then it just started to snowball, right? Now everybody would like to get into a position where they're making six figures, right? But the question is, are they willing to go through the first year where they make a little bit, right? Now, guess what? I'm not saying that you have to go make $3,000 your first year. I'm not saying that, okay? Because this was back in when I got started in 1997. Was it 19? Yeah, 1997. No internet, We didn't have social media, no Facebook, no Instagram, no YouTube. I mean, the things that you have at your disposal today to network, to communicate, the technology that, just Zooms and all these other things, it's crazy. It's staggering. It's almost overwhelming what you have at your disposal. So I'm not saying that you're going to make $3,000 your first year, because I mean, with what you have, the technology that you have at your disposal, you should be able to make way more than that. But what I'm trying to tell you is, your first 12 months, you're gonna be going through a major learning curve. And if you're willing to go through that, then sky's the limit, right? So my point to you is, just in closing, okay? I think I meant for this video to be way shorter, so I apologize. But in closing, what I'm trying to tell you guys is, if you come into your business with the right expectation that it's going to take 3 to 5 years, um, I think you're going to be way ahead of the curve. It's just, you're going to come in with the right expectation, and the little things that happen to you, that may get you down, that might throw other people out of the box. You already understand that it's going to be bumpy, and you're willing to go through that. I think it's not gonna take you out of the box. So that being said, guys, hopefully this tip helped. Okay. If anything, go ahead and click the link underneath the description box if you want to get a hold of me. The contact information is there. But yeah, subscribe, hit the little bell icon. I'm going to be providing a ton of value on this channel, and hopefully you guys stick around. Talk to you soon, guys. Later.